Welcome to part 3 of the enemy creatures. I will finish it off in this part as well, doesn't matter how long it takes. Last time I finished with the IPC. I had like 15 minutes or something that I had recorded, but since there's not too many creatures in other Cosmos and Memory Zone meme, there wouldn't be enough otherwise. So I'm going to read the Dreamjolt Troupe, Memory Zone meme, Cosmos and other in this video. Same as always, leave a like, it does help me out. If you know anything else that I can read, I'm planning to go into Skyrim and read all the books in there. I also am playing through Dragon Age Inquisition, so I can read those things. And also I play DBD, so I'm actually considering reading the lore for the characters and their release dates and things like that as well. So I hope you guys are looking forward to that as much as I am. Recently, the Handmaster got released. I'm trying to play her a little bit so I know how she plays, so I can also, like, you know, if there's any questions, you can also leave them in the videos then, but I will also repeat it then. So, let's start the Dreamjolt Troupe. Dreamjolt Troupe's bird skull. Weaknesses are lightning and imaginary. Penacony's service machinery that got out of control due to the emotional interference in the dreamscape. Originally a prop in the theater, it is still performing the farce on the stage after losing control, bringing cacophonic dance steps to every direction. Dreamjolt Troupe's spring loader. Weaknesses are physical and wind. Penacony's service machinery that got out of control. Originally a tool for entertainment on the card table, it is still shaking the dice in its hands after losing control, continuing the game in a crude manner. Dreamjolt Troupe's Bubblehound. Weaknesses are physical lightning and wind. Originally a delivery robot of Soulglad, which is the drink from the dream area, Penacony. It is still dispensing sweetness after losing control, inviting everyone to taste this delicacy. Delicacy? Dreamjolt Troupe's Mr. Dome Screen. Weaknesses are ice, lightning, and imaginary. Originally an entertainer in TV shows, it is still portraying its ever-changing roles after losing control and continues to bring surprises or scares to the audience. The face also changes depending on their attack in the fights. Dreamjolt Troupe's Beyond Overcooked. Weaknesses are fire, lightning, and wind. Penacony's service machinery. Originally a culinary robot, it is still breathing fire for grilling ingredients after losing control, intending to burn the diners to crisps instead of, you know, cooking the food for them. Also, I don't know if you've noticed, but he does have a fork and a knife at the back of his... and the chef hat. The chef hat. Dreamjolt Troupe's Sweet Gorilla. Weakness, physical fire and imaginary. It also has Soulglads at the back here, as you can see. Originally a transport robot of Soulglad, it is still carrying the burden of the delicacy after losing control while launching its gift to guests passing by. Dreamjolt Troupe's Windergoon. Weaknesses are quantum and lightning. Penacony's service machinery that got out of control due to the emotional interference in the dreamscape. Originally a waiter in the reverie, it is still performing its duty of announcing the time after losing control, jolting dreamers awake in the most crude manner. Dreamjolt Troupe's Fortune Seller. Weakness, fire and wind. Penacony's service machinery that got out of control due to the emotional interference in the dreamscape. Originally a prize-drawing robot made to bring surprises to guests. It still bears all kinds of gifts even after losing control, and longs to prove the good luck of the guest by sacrificing itself. Past, Confined, and Caged. It normally comes together with the other two. Tomorrow in harmonious chords, and present, inebriated, and revelry, as you can see in the fourth thing, the past, present, and eternal show. I'm going to read all of them, so don't worry. Weaknesses are fire, lightning, and imaginary. An artist playing the role of the prisoner in the Sweet Dreams troupe. It should be performing in the Carmony Festival, but it is now bound by order and keeps performing scenes of the past. The past is an immortal chain, its tranquil flame igniting within a cage, beckoning the jailer's authority with mere candlelight. Tomorrow in harmonious chords. Weakness, physical, lightning, and fire. A musician responsible for playing the harmonious tune in the Sweet Dreams Troupe. It should be playing in the Charmony Festival, but is now bound by order and keeps performing scenes of the future. The future is an eternal ballad, a vision of happiness strung together, calling to the composing sovereign with the melody of a harp. It has violins as legs as well. Present, inebriated, and revelry. Weaknesses, physical, fire, and imaginary. A waiter responsible for entertaining the guests in the Sweet Dreams Troupe. It should be serving in the Charmony Festival, but is now bound by order and keeps performing scenes of the present. The present is a feast, lasting through the night. Desire for joy rippling in each cup, offering fine brews to the host who sets the banquet. The past, present, and eternal show. Weaknesses, none. Last time I fought against them, they had imaginary and wind at the least. The actors of the Sweet Dreams Troupe have accepted the grace of the order and become puppets that declare the law. They dance under the supreme commandments, beginning a show that will welcome the coming of a paradise. With the event for Round Rappa, they have the Banacademic office, everything to do with monkeys and bananas. So that's why these 5 are at the bottom. They have to do with when the school got invaded by monkeys around the Rappa event. The Banacademic office is Assistanana. Assistanana, yeah. It's such a weird name. Weaknesses are ice, lightning, and imaginary. Originally a Mr. Downscream loaded with the general syllabus. The educational materials became Bana-ducational materials due to the influence of the mimetic virus. It shifts between Bana-Rocky seriousness and sunny Bana-passion, an indisposable Bana-employee, and a monkey who's a worthy Bana-friend. See, everything to do with bananas and monkeys. Banacademic office fortune Bana-advisor. Weaknesses are fire, lightning, and imaginary. Originally a fortune seller loaded with the Fortune Academy syllabus. The educational materials became Bana-ducational materials due to the influence of the mimetic virus. A brain as cunning as bananas is the best weapon in the market, and the Bana-exchanges, full of unpredictable outcomes, are Bana stressing out the monkeys. Can't believe I'm actually reading these things. Like, why are they? Look at this. Monkey? Some of these words don't make any sense. Banacademic offices, Dreamweaver, Banan advisor. Weaknesses are fire, ice, and lightning. Originally a Windergoon loaded with the Dreamweaver Academy syllabus. The educational materials became Bana-ducational materials due to the influence of a virus. Its beautiful figure in the construction site looks like an iron wall, occasionally letting out mighty, I think it's supposed to be, monkey, sounds of bells to Bana awaken slumbering Bana students and Bana colleagues. Banacademic offices Charmony Banan advisor. Weaknesses are fire, ice, and imaginary. Originally a Beyond Overcooked, loaded with the Charmony Academy syllabus. The educational materials became Bana-ducational materials due to the influence of a mimetic virus. The Banaxious heart on stage brews a Banaphony of flames, vowing to barbecue bad Bana students who don't listen to Bana advice to Charbanas. Wonder Forest's Banacademic office staff. Weaknesses are fire, wind, lightning, and imaginary. Sweet Dreams Troupe with their reasons clouded by the shade of the Atavi Search Forest. They carry with them the mimetic virus born into fruit in the Wonder Forest, banaldly promoting the Bana creed of the Slam Banana Monkey and Dr. Primitive's Bana advice. Memory Zone meme. Memory Zone meme Allseer. Weaknesses are ice and lightning, back to seriousness. An entity infused with a certain cognition, constructed from fragments of subconscious in the memory zone. Observation, retrospection, inspection. In the pursuit of preservation and existential understanding of the self, the memories of seeing and looking go hand in hand, eventually becoming an integral part of life itself. Memory Zone meme Heartbreaker. Weaknesses are fire, ice, and lightning. An entity imbued with specific cognition formed by the accumulation of subconscious fragments in the memory zone. Life is parceled in impenetrable barriers obstructing the intrusion of the alien, but beneath that ironclad shell there is a region both nameless and fragile. Memory Zone meme Something unto death. Weaknesses are fire, wind, and imaginary, resistant to frozen and entanglement. An entity imbued with specific cognition, formed by the accumulation of subconscious fragments in the memory zone. A mysterious and dangerous memory zone meme seen as the death that should exist in dreams. Its sinister shadow wanders within the 12 hours, bringing unforeseen calamity wherever it goes. It spreads misfortune like a sharp blade, casting a shadow of death over beautiful dreams. He has an attack where he disappears and then suddenly comes from behind your team, your party. He supposedly kills them, so they look like they don't have any HP, but they're like captured in some kind of capsule next to him, and you have to defeat the capsule to free your character and get them back on your side of the fight. If you don't, they die. Memory Zone meme Something in the Mirror. Weaknesses are physical, wind, and imaginary. An entity imbued with specific cognition, formed by the accumulation of subconscious fragments in the memory zone. Life forms using mirrors to understand the world and build their self-cognition. The shapeless mimetic entity reflects in the mirror, leaving behind ever-shifting mirages. Something in the mirror also sounds kind of ominous, like the horror stories of looking in the mirror and saying a person or an entity's name multiple times to summon them. Memory Zone meme Shell of Faded Rage. Weaknesses are lightning, quantum, and imaginary. An entity imbued with specific cognition, memories of anguish burn like flames, scorching the heart. When the suffering fades away, the life born from resentment will rise from the ashes, accumulating boundless fury. Memory Zone meme Insatiable Vanity. I think these are the ones that disappear and they like possess another creature. Weaknesses are physical and fire. They do this before you can fight them, so I think these weaknesses are then applied to the other creature. I'm not sure. The boasting of bystanders, the clinging of the weak, the flattery of the servile. The endless vanity shifts into a mimic life form, seeking a host that covets both fame and fortune. It also looks like a ghost. Cosmos. Warp Trotter. Very cute creatures. If you see one, definitely attack it. Try and kill it before it escapes, it gives you extra loot. Weaknesses are physical, quantum, and imaginary. An interdimensional creature lost in the stars, docile in nature, sweet in taste, inedible. Spends most of its life feeding and fleeing. Travelers who encounter these creatures see them as good omens. Yeah, I immediately go for them because they have extra loot. Argenti. Weaknesses are physical fire and ice, resistant to control effects. A paragon knight of the Knights of Beauty who is piously seeking his missing Aeon, Idrila the Beauty. Forthright and candid, he wanders the cosmos, espousing the virtues of Idrila's good name. He also tries to sacrifice himself for you guys at one point during the stories. Definitely do all the side quests and stuff as well if you want to know more of it. Lordly Trashcan. No weaknesses. I think it also depends on what region you're in, because they do have weaknesses, and if you weakness break them, you win the fight against them. A peculiar entity born within the realm of fiction, its story documented in the Nameless Chronicles, a lone and valiant trashcan bearing the mission of the Garbage King to seek formidable warriors to eliminate all waste that threatens the world. Harmonious Choir, the Great Septimus. Weaknesses are fire, lightning, and imaginary. Control effects, resistance. Dominicus, the Wisher of the Harmonious Choir, is one of the many embodiments of Shipe the Harmony. Due to the interferences from the Order, his appearance is different from before. Materialized as the hive mind's responses to wishes. The hymns he conducts can reshape the world and create new laws per the wishes, and all who made his wish will become the source of his power. Sequence Trotter, under Other you have the Simulated Universe and Stellaron Hunters. One sec. As you can see, these look different. Sequence Trotters don't have the golden details a normal Trotter has. The weaknesses are physical, quantum, and imaginary. An interdimensional creature lost in the stars. See, the same text, only this one is encountered inside the simulated universe. Stellaron Hunters. Kafka. Weaknesses are physical, wind, and imaginary, resistant to lightning and frozen. One of the Stellaron Hunters, a beautiful assassin wearing an enigmatic smile. She excels in manipulation and various weaponry. It was by her design that the Astral Express was led here, all of which was simply part of a certain plan. One of her attacks also takes control of one of her characters. Really not fun. Stellaron Hunter, Sam. Weaknesses are lightning, quantum, and imaginary. Control affects resistance. One of the Stellaron Hunters, a mysterious warrior donning formidable armor. The mech suit wields the power to unleash fiery onslaughts, engulfing the battlefield in flames. Sam, on the other hand, is a part of Firefly. If I go to characters, and I think, scroll down, I don't own her, so she's going to be at the bottom here. There she is. As you can see, the character introduction. A member of the Stellaron Hunters, clad in a set of mechanized armor known as Sam. Her character is marked by unwavering loyalty and steely resolve. I'm going to leave the rest, of course, for when I'm reading the characters themselves, but as you can see, Firefly is the person using Sam, and if I recall correctly, her ultimate is when she dons Sam. See, Sam cannot use ultimate while in complete combustion. So she uses Sam as her attack. As you can see, there's a lot of the golden ones that I don't own yet. For those, I am going to open them, of course, for you guys to see the character, but the story I won't be able to show to you guys. I will, on the other hand, show as much of the things that I do have. For example, Acheron story. As you can see, I haven't even read it myself, so I'm going to read it for you guys. Starting from the top, and I'm going by destruction, hunt, and so forth. So I'm going top down and then reading the ones that I don't own that are inside the list. That way you guys will hear the character stories. As you can see, I also have Sunday ready already, so don't worry about those. I finished reading the enemy creatures, so next video will be the characters. I am ill, as you can probably hear a little bit, so I'm going to cut it short here. I'll see you guys next time, and thank you for being here.